Hello, everybody, and welcome back to what I think is episode 3 of Attempt 2 of Factorio Deathworld Permadeath. In the last episode, we actually cleared all of this. We got rid of all the nests within this walled-off area here, so we have a secure territory to call our own. And we've been doing a lot of work. We're trying to get, make progress toward having flamethrower turrets. I worry about the longevity of the series, of course, right? Because Factorio's not that popular. The viewership has never been as good as something like Grounded or State of Decay 2. But we had an average of 10 people yesterday, and I feel like that's a passable average of people, right? So we'll see how it goes. We'll try to have some fun. We'll try to continue on with the progression and try to get a little bit further. All right, I'm gonna have to make a shitload of these big electric poles. I know that I'll need a lot of those, because we're actually gonna have to take all of our electrical power from up here and fish it like all the way around the outer perimeter of this place, like all the way around it. All the way around it. We're gonna have a massive electrical line all the way around. Yeah. Maybe I don't need it all the way around. Not down here. What I'll do is I'll have an electrical line going this way down to that wall, because then, from that electrical line, we could mine this copper, this iron, that oil, and then we'll also fish it down here to that wall. And then we'll start a new line going this way through all these resources to that wall. That seems like it'll require far less infrastructure investment to get done. Anyway, we have to make more red science juice now, so let's get started on that. Well, there we go. More red juice coming in. As far as the pipe to ground connection, I don't even know how I want to handle all that yet, but fuel levels are fine in the forges. We need to continue producing batteries over there. Right now, it's going well. It's going pretty well. Yeah, we have 275 batteries already. Enough for 55 accumulators. Let me check my blueprints. So for every 200 solar panels, I need 176 accumulators, which is pretty expensive, but we'll work on it. There's nothing stopping this from continuing to produce. As long as I keep these chests stocked, it'll just keep on pumping out more and more sulfur and keep busy. So let's start fishing that power then. I'm gonna make 40 big electric poles. How do I attack a random target again? Shift and spacebar. Okay. Hello, Susanna Banana. Well, how's the ironsmithing going? I think I'm now going to allow continued production of circuits. Yeah. And then I'll deactivate this production line of steel in favor of just regular iron. There we go. We finished researching plastics. I'll research the train. Yeah, I never really used the trains all that much, so maybe I'll try to do like some train setups in this one. You have 3 full bloomeries going right now. You finally got your leather done, so you made a bellows, and you'll start processing your blooms at the earliest opportunity. Right on, sweetie, right on. All right, let's continue expanding our solar farm. I mean, we have 4 stacks of solar panels that we may as well just go use. I'm beginning to see the effects of the pollution on the nearby ecosystem. We're gonna have to harvest all these trees, get them out of the way. All right. Get the car out of the way. And we're going to create a mirror of this. Just like that. It's wonderful, isn't it, Zeus? Continue growing your home. All right, that's all the panels we have right now, but it's a really great start. And the steam power is more than enough to run the base during the nights. And we'll return back to that oil field we made after a little bit. And there's going to be a massive amount of batteries, right? We'll have accumulators soon to make sure that we can use the solar power during nighttime. Okay, take those. The railway is now finished, and I can make fluid wagons for the trains. I'll also queue up explosives research and advanced circuits. Yeah, that works. We need, we're gonna need substations. How do I get substations again? We're gonna need chemical science packs in order to make the substations, but that's next on the to-do list. That's kind of why I'm unlocking the advanced circuits right now. All right. Still need one more up there. And we have all 25 medium electric poles for the middle. And I think I'm just going to save a blueprint of this entire field. It'll make it easier to recreate in the future. All right, let's do the medium polls now. Legendary Mimic strikes again. Thank you, buddy. You've been collecting loads of cattails so you can make traps and try to get yourself chickens to breed. It is very... Oh, yeah, you'll be playing it for ages. I get you, sweetie. And thank you, Mimic. Thank you very much, brother. Damn straight. You're on screen again? No worries. You're off now. Yeah, after a few messages, it moves it up. Thank you, buddy. You like Factorio? Right on, right on. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. It's made by a Czech development studio, Czech Republic. All right. We got to go in here. All the way to the end. That's all of them except for the ones on the bottom. That's off kilter. So we'll fix those. How do I, do this again? I have no idea. Oh, wait a minute. There's probably like a button that I have to press. Down here? Make copper wire. Yes. And then this one we have to move over a little bit too. Okay, I like that. I like the clean, straight lines with good symmetry. That's what I always try to go for, right? Always, buddy. There's no other way to do it. Well, there is, but it's called the wrong way. Yes. Okay, and I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna copy this entire design and just do like the big field. I've never, I would always do like one half and then rotate it, do the other half. I'm just gonna start saving them in bulk like this, right? The advanced circuit research, is that still happening? 28, 29. Yeah, it's still going. It's just it's a little slow. So we're gonna have to start fishing this electrical power all the way around. I guess I kind of want to take the car, but I can't make sure that I'm traveling in a straight line. I can if I pick up the car and place it back down, but then I'll have to turn as soon as I hit a tree. But it can at least get me started. That's as far as we go. Okay, straight line. That one is not correct, actually. Yeah, it's one tile too high. All right. We got to get this through the trees. Let's just harvest that one and loop the power around here, I guess. All right, so we now have the electrical power fished over here. And we'll want to bring it like down here. Hello, DRS5. Good morning. Good morning. Oh. You live next to the Rust Dev, eh? Wow. Yeah, Rust. Killing a pig and getting chicken. I loved that, dude. That was like the golden age of Markiplier content right there. Him and Bob just fucking playing Rust, doing the Native American song while swinging a rock around, like... Okay, I should actually just fish this to the side. I like to make the line look as clear and non-pixelated as possible. That's why I'm doing this like I have autism. Autism, the new retarded. Rebranded for a newer, braver society. Think that'll do. Yeah, that'll do. Let's continue fishing this down through the woods. I only have 2 more big electric poles, but I might be able to make some more. Nah, I don't even need more. Yeah, I got the power everywhere I need it, so that's great. We did half of it, right? I don't know how I feel about the look of this right here, but we'll see what we can do. Maybe I can make it look a little cleaner. Let's go to the research page and start researching chemical science packs. Zeus. Every time I see that emoji, it reminds me of Lee. Oh, that research didn't take long. Shit. I hope the walls don't get attacked right now, because I'm really far away from the fucking car. And I wouldn't be able to respond as quickly as I'd like to. Fuck. I need to make one more. Okay. That looks cleaner. I like my straight lines. As long as we got those straight lines, I'm cool with it. Yeah, buddy. And right now, same thing. We're producing batteries so I can craft accumulators. We're getting all that work done passively at a different part of the factory. Modular armor. I'll research that, yeah. We're gonna want it. I'll make like 30 more of these. I think that aligns to the grid of the other one. No, not quite. Yeah, that looks clean. I like the way that that power looks now, except this one's a little close to the water, so we're just going to do something about that. But believe it or not, I do get this fucking uptight about stuff. This is why people hate watching me play Factorio. There. Yeah, buddy. Holy shit! All right. All right, it clears the water. It clears the water very well. It's got a nice little wraparound to it. I like that. I like it a lot. Where's the car? Dude, where's my car? How many solar panels do I require to finish this field right here? I need 16 more solar panels for that. Let's go check on the battery crafting and let's refuel all of these. I'm kind of neglecting my factory a little bit. We need to keep up production. There we go. Everything's fired up and active again. Let's retrieve the dead drills that are no longer gathering resources. And I'm just gonna deposit these pipe segments for now. Until I actually decide to work on that. Let's go refill these furnaces with coal. Good. 400 more walls. Portable solar panel is finished. This is what I want. So I'm gonna have to try and craft a whole bunch of chemical science packs. Making red circuits, though, requires plastic. So I'm gonna need to be able to make plastic bars. Which has to be crafted in a chemical plant. With petroleum gas and coal. It's simple enough. Yeah, I can make those. It's just we have a limited setup right now. I'm gonna take more copper. And iron. Down to the area where we are refining the batteries. What, Susie? I love it. You're the bestest, Buggy, though. Yeah, you're the bestest. Hello, Stereo. It's good to see you. Yeah. I like to throw Zuzi in as many thumbnails as I can. I have a grounded thumbnail from a long time ago where she's like, she's an aphid. All right. We still have a lot of supplies, like... Look at that. We've got way more batteries now. I can make 179 accumulators, which... That actually is enough for one of my solar... It's like half of my solar farm. Yeah, so far so good. All right, let's get out of here for now. I think I might just make these really quickly so that we can phase out steam power altogether. All right, this will produce them very fast. All right. I should be collecting some stone. Let's just set up something very simple that can accomplish that. I need more iron and gear wheels. Okay. All right, we're saving up 6 steel chests of stone. And I feel like it would be a good idea to have at least 1 for bricks. Okay, like 4. Yeah, there we go. Now we just need some coal for that. We could play Repo together again. My head is partially out of the picture. All right, I'll kind of like lean back a bit. I thought about what you said about playing 7 Days to Die the other day, but I don't know. I mean, as long as you're having a lot of fun playing Vintage Story, then I'd want you to follow your heart and play more Vintage Story. You know what I mean? A 121 accumulators. All right. I need 173. 176. So we're pretty much done now on our first round of accumulators, but I don't presently have the substation yet. I'm gonna have to make a bunch of the blue science packs. And then we have to research the substation crafting. So let's start the research now, and then let's make 100 chemical science packs. Which means I'm gonna need to automate the production of engines to at least like some small degree. I can just make them here, and I need advanced circuits. All right, so the engines are easy. That's just steel, gear wheels, and pipes. And then, yeah. There we go. So the engines of the chemical science packs are definitely done. I already have the sulfur even, so I just need to make the advanced circuits, but that does require some plastic. I can only make more plastic if I'm willing to sacrifice a little bit of production on the batteries. Unless I want to go use the other area that we have, which is a possibility. There's another oil field off in the distance. Okay. That's a lot of steam power. 1,700 circuits. All right. So let's grab some coal. And let's go make some plastic. If I want to make 50 batches of chemical science packs to unlock electric energy distribution 2, I'm going to need more plastic. So I shouldn't make an exact amount. I'm going to want to make a lot of plastic, but I only need 50 of these. Which means I need 300 minimum plastic. I might want to just divert the resources for now. All right, we're going to divert our chemical plants into the production of plastic. I have no more steel. Shit. All right. Well, I'll put that in there and then make a fast inserter because I think plastic can be made fairly quickly. Yeah, it can. Yeah, we can get a lot of plastic pretty fast if that's our goal. I had no steel in the trunk of the car. It looks like I just ended up using all my steel or depositing it by accident. Anyway, we're gonna have to leave that going for a while. Then you know what? I'm going to research these. Yeah. I can add speed modules to our pump jacks to make it so that we have more petroleum coming in at all times. It'll work. Grab some steel. And then... Okay. Now we need a feeder chest with a fast inserter to put coal in there. Right? Yeah. Oh my god, he was right. He was fucking right. I never connected these. Somebody said that yesterday, I think, right? Oh my god, I've been hamstringing myself. No, he was right. Oh my god, who was it? Who said that, dude? Who fucking said it? In case he watches this, I want him to know that, like, I know, you know what I mean? Let's see here. He was literally telling me, your second refineries don't work. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? Of course they do. But the amazing part is they didn't work. Like, I've been hamstringing my production this whole time. Who the fuck was it, dude? It was Dante. Yo, Dante, I'm sorry, buddy. You were 100% right. Okay, you were 100% right about this, and I'm so sorry I missed it. God damn. Well, with that much petroleum, it's possible I could make both. Let's make another chemical plant. Reverse this, get it out of the way, and then connect those. Put the chemical plant down. That will make the plastic, and this one will continue to make the batteries. So, we need sulfur being made here. Yeah, we just won't choose. We'll have them making both. We had 2 refineries that weren't doing anything. However, we still need the speed modules for the pump jacks, because in the end, the bottleneck for our production is the pump jacks. Yeah. Anyway, we have enough plastic now. Kind of. I mean, we have enough plastic to complete the research, but we don't have enough plastic to actually craft these substations when we're done. We are going to want a little bit more. More refineries won't help. It really comes down to the crude oil. We only have 2 pump jacks here, right? So we need to put speed modules into these pump jacks so that they do this faster. Yeah, we need to increase our increase our yield of crude oil. Anyway, we made a shitload of engines. Now, we need to make a whole bunch of these red circuits. I really wish there was a way to disable, like, the shift click. Well, you know what? There's only one way I can think of to fix this. There's a really annoying thing that keeps on happening, and I want to stop it, but I'm gonna have to move these. Here we go. All right, so now I can have my output chests be somewhere else. We're gonna need more of them, mind you, but we can do it. Let's grab a little bit of wood. I guess we already had a bunch of wood. Yeah, let's grab these. So with this, I'll be able to shift click to change the assembly machines, like what they're making, without affecting the filters of the inserters. Or I could just move these down, actually. Yeah, if I move them down, then it's just the same. It's just the same result, so we're good. Let's move these down. And then... yeah, now I'm not going to be fucking changing the settings on the inserters whenever I try to change these. It'll be easier to do without like fucking that up. Anyway, we need to add plastic, copper cable, and electronic circuits. Fuck. Man. Royally fucked up there. I need to go get more. Yeah, I just don't like the changes that they made, honestly. Now it's like, with the inserters and the assembly machines have, like, in my opinion, it's detrimental to have the shift click effect inserters and those machines. It wouldn't be detrimental if you could toggle it, right? But it, like, I haven't found a way to toggle it. Wait. No. Fuck. Yeah, it's very detrimental. Like, it really just slowed the roll and made it harder to do the same thing. Fuck. It's always this wall down here. Okay. Might be time to quad up these walls. Yeah, let's quad up all of the walls. And I think I might clear those trees to make a road for the car. Good enough. Yeah, these quad walls will keep things together more reliably. Anyway, let's collect the... I can't. Fuck. Well, that sucks. Wait. I might be able to. No, I can't. Can only be built on resources. Okay, let's put these chests down then. And then I can pick up the car, put the car down straight this way. Put the ammo in there. All of those, fuel it up. What? I'm out of walls. Well, that sucks. Right, I deposited a bunch. I guess I didn't bring as much as I thought I did. All right, we'll have to finish this later. But we reinforced, you know, some of the walls. God, I can barely see. Okay, now that the interruption of the attack is over, let's fill all of these. Now we just need to put in the plastic. All right, we are now making our first red circuits. And as long as I keep reloading those with plastic, we can make even more. Wait, I'm not even researching that. Yeah, I have to, okay. We switched it over. We got to get those speed modules for the pump jacks here. It's a modest little setup, and it's kind of slow, but it's what we've got, right? I wish there was more than just 2 oil spots here, but we're working with what we have. It's going okay, Snap. It's going okay, buddy. Yeah, I'm grateful for life. How are you doing? Let's check the pollution. No nests touching. That's good. Let's go check on the red circuits. Hell yeah, buddy. And I suppose while we're waiting for those to craft, I can totally just go up here and lay out the start of our accumulators. And I do need more solar panels. Hang on. Maybe I can just craft those by hand. I need like 16, I think. I have enough steel. I need more copper. Okay, everything we need that for making those, we can just grab from up here. There. Okay. Yeah, I designed this myself, and I am super fucking proud of it. Like, this accumulator setup with the solar panel field is completely fucking symmetrical. I need symmetry. Okay, it's literally like a personality flaw. Like it's a defect of my character that I need symmetry. I'm cool with it. It's not a gift. It's not a gift. It's not a good thing. It, like, you know, it gets in the way more than anything. It just kind of disrupts. I could make such faster progress if I wasn't concerned with the aesthetics of things, right? I guess that's why everyone always says you should just learn to embrace the spaghetti, but I can't bring myself to do it. We'll clean up the wires after, once all that has been placed, but we need the substations first. Right now, this is about making sure I can produce those substations, because then we're going to actually have the accumulators for all of this. You're just waking up, eh? Oh. Oh. All right. And once this solar field is done, I'm going to convert all of this into a blueprint, a unified solar farm blueprint, complete with the appropriate mathematics and symmetry built into it. There we go. And right as soon as we have the substations, we can start storing electrical power, a lot of electrical power. Okay, and these red circuits are now done. Requiring more plastic for continued production, but we're good. Now, I have to deposit that. Running out of space for shit. Wait, I just need to, here. Yeah, I forgot to put those back. That's why it seems like we're so low on space. All right, now, blue science juice. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot. Let's grab those engines. And sulfur. And while those produce, I'm going to go grab more materials from down here and possibly even retrieve some sulfur. How much sulfur does it make when it does a batch anyway? Really not that much, but with a consistent supply, it would produce quite well. Maybe I should shut down the plastic production for now. I think we could afford to. Yeah, I'll shut it down. And then... and we're gonna get a standard crane arm. Just retrieving some of this sulfur and storing it. Like, not much. Oh, God, that seems kind of irrelevant, doesn't it? Yeah, you know what? We won't even bother. However, there's no one saying I couldn't just double up the sulfur production for now. And then we have one for depositing into a chest of sulfur and one for making sulfuric acid for more batteries. Yeah, it can work for now. It's like a stopgap solution. We should have enough plastic for making the substations and then some, right? Like, we have a little bit of operable plastic, so let's not worry too much about it. We've unlocked the modules. Now I'm gonna get the speed module here. We certainly exceeded our quota for requisite chemical science packs. We're above and beyond what we need. And we are going to add the substations to the research queue. Let's receive some defunct drills now. All right. Let's refuel all of these before, you know, we can't. Or before we miss our window and everything ceases producing. Good. Those are pretty much full. I'm gonna make sure that I can stockpile more of those. Yeah, it doesn't take much to really pad your supply, you know? There. Now we have buffer chests to store more. I'm going to make sure to make more buffer chests for copper. Good. This is fine for a while. This chest never even fills up in the first place, so I won't worry about buffering the circuit chest. And the gears are going fine, honestly. I don't need to buffer that supply. These, however, like, we have so many pipes that now I do pretty much need a buffer. There. Everything else is fine. We are currently unlocking electric energy distribution 2, and now I should be able to craft these speed modules. We'll make 4 of them. However, I can craft them a hell of a lot quicker than that if I just empty these machines. Yeah, let's go put these into the pump jacks and we will permanently have faster oil stuff. God, it's so dark at night. Yeah, thanks, Tips. Wow, it's dark at night. That's incredible. Like, what a revelation. Hello, Captain. Yeah, that's why I haven't really fucked with trains in my Factorio career. Okay, look at that. We are now producing way more crude oil. And we'll do the same thing to this one right here. They're producing 40% faster. There we go. Oh, that's what I like to see, buddy. That's what I like to see. Amplified production. We needed that. Let's take that sulfur. I have a decent amount of batteries. Let's go. Oh, yeah. All right, let's put these in there. Let's get in position, because we're now able to make the substations and we can start storing power overnight. We need copper cables, steel, and advanced circuits. I have 2 advanced circuits. Why do I only have 2 advanced circuits? Right. Fuck, I had to use them. We're gonna have to make more advanced circuits. Which I can do in the inventory for now. Let's grab steel. I'm excited to finally get those accumulators accumulating. You know what I mean? There we go. Yes, dude. Oh, we are saving up so much power. Yeah, see, that is fucking clean. Look at the line work on that, right? That's beautiful. This is what I need in order to be happy with... Wait, look at this one's up here. This one's down there. That's unacceptable. What the fuck are we talking about here? Like, that is so not okay. Okay, let's move this one down then. All right. Now I'm just going to make 2 more substations for here, and then it's a simple matter of crafting those accumulators. But now we might have actually graduated from ever needing steam power. See, from here all the way to the left, this is enough accumulators for this solar field right here. This one requires these accumulators to be in operation, right? But this is nice. I like it. Rip, restart, no excuses. What, if you get run over by a train? Oh, what's that? Oh, there's 2 circuits there. Okay. All right. I will need to start focusing on trying to get the flamethrowers up and running soon. Like, it will need to happen. All right. So we already fished electrical power over here, where we're gonna have our laser turrets. I don't think that these produce enough oil for the flamethrower turrets, but I'm not actually sure. Like, it's possible that they do. I'm gonna have to set up pump jacks over there. I want this to fuel my refinery. And then I want these to fuel my flamethrowers. Like, I think that'll work. I'm not sure though, right? Another alternative is that I bypass flamethrowers a lot and I try to just speed run lasers. Like, that is an option. It is an option. But we got this far. We made some good progress today. Like, I banged out half of the fucking solar farm. Let's see the accumulator charge. Well, hang on now. I don't want the steam engines producing anything. They don't even need to be active. Let's grab those. Yeah, let's get rid of all the boilers and just let this power fade. Okay. So, we might literally have enough power for the whole factory for the whole night. Yeah. We'll use the accumulators from now on. And we're going to dismantle most of that. Well, pretty much all of this infrastructure, really. I'm going to need the car in order to take the rest of that coal, though. I'm going to want to have a junk chest for unused technologies. I guess just this wooden chest over here. We may find uses for this crap later, so we'll just throw it in there, you know? And use it if we get an opportunity to. Excuse me. The build wasn't OCD friendly. Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful though. Just looking at that, dude, that is such a clean setup. I only wish I could make everything look like that. You know? The solar farm is the one thing where I'm like, this is exactly what I want. Oh yeah, let's grab the car and let's go retrieve all that shit. There we go. Well, shit. They gotta clear this as a driving path for the car. All right. Everything looks good. I'm gonna grab some more walls though. And I feel like it's a bad idea to not have any grenades on me. Where the fuck are my grenades? I mean, I guess I don't have any. So let's make some. Yeah. Yeah, it's not the best build here. If I want to have much more efficient production on this stuff, then I'm gonna have to make it so that this larger oil field over here fuels my production and this one fuels my flamethrower turrets. We only need to have flamethrower turrets at the walls. And we don't have that many walls, really. Like, it's, yeah. But we are going to have an entire network of ground piping and pumps delivering the crude oil from here all over the place. And it's going to be a driving hazard, which is going to suck. Like, I hate that about it. You know, you have to worry about crashing into your underground pipes, but... it is what it is. Anyway, I think that's enough for now. I'm gonna go back to trying to make some plastic here. Yeah, at least a little bit. It's a tiny ass trickle, but it'll build up over time. All right, well, that'll do for now, guys. I'm hopping off for the day. It's time to unwind. Anyway, when we come back in the next episode, we're going to be setting up our flamethrower turrets, finally. It's going to be a big job, but we're going to start with that job. And we're going to make it so that all the walls will be completely safe. And we're also going to set up a satellite network with radars where I'll be able to remotely monitor the walls and see the attacks that are happening. It'll be really useful. Basically, I can just set up I'm gonna need to fish electric power over there anyway for the laser turrets, so I'm not gonna do like a small solar panel setup with the radar. Instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm simply gonna use big electric poles to transport the power all the way around the outer edge of my peninsula, right? So that's gonna be damn fun. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you very much for keeping the viewership up. Like, I appreciate how many of you are willing to chill while we play Factorio. And honestly, if I had an average of 10 people watching every day, I'd be willing to play it like a full ass series. So right now, cautious optimism, right? Hopefully it doesn't get too boring too fast, and it certainly won't for me, but for you guys, I mean, right? Like, hopefully the interest is maintained, and maybe we can try to play long enough to get to outer space, find those new planets, right? Experience that shit, because I've never seen it yet. Anyway. Take care, rock on, and peace out for now, my friends. I hope you have a good night and a wonderful sleep, or a terrific rest of your day, depending on the hemisphere you call home. And I'll see you tomorrow for the continuity of these adventures. Later, everybody.